everybody. Now audible. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Now audible. Okay, let me check. Okay, now it is okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yesterday we had discussed this topic, discrete distribution function, and we solved, I think, up to the third example, discrete random variable x, where following probable distribution are given, and check the answer of k. Then after probability for x greater than 2, minus 2 to 2, and construct the f of x. Okay. So that part we are discussing last lecture, I think. Okay, up to this. And now next one is there. Now this example here. In this example, random variable are given -3, -2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and probability condition are also given. The probability for x equal to 0, that is equal to probability for x greater than 0, and that is also equal to the probability for x less than 0. Okay. And probability for all non-zero value means the probability for -3, -2, -1, 1, 2, and 3 are equal. Okay, means the same here except 0. Remaining all the values probability are equal. Here this condition is also is given. So derive the probability distribution. Okay, ये derive करना है पहले, and then after check cumulative distribution function. Okay, means fx that you have to derive. Okay, after that. So here first required probability. Okay, because based on the distribution value we can check the distribution function. Clear? So how we can derive this all the value? Clear? Based on these two conditions. Okay, so let's derive all this answer, and let's prepare the table first, and then we'll check the fx. Clear? So here let us use the condition that is given here. P of x0, that is equal to P of x greater than 0, and that is also equal to the P of x less than 0. Okay, they are all equal form that is given, and let us say is equal to the k1. Clear? Let us consider this relation is equal to k1. So here we have the relation as sum of the probability that is equal to 1. Clear? So here probability for x equal to 0 plus probability for x greater than 0 and plus probability for x less than 0. Okay, that is equal to 1. And here we suppose that is equal to k1. ठीक है, हमने suppose किया है. So k1 plus k1 plus k1 all the are same. ठीक है, is equal to 1. So 3k1 is equal to 1. So here we get k1 is equal to, okay, k1 is equal to 1 by 3. k1 की वैल्यू क्या मिलेगी आपको? 1 by 3. Clear? Means probability for x equal to 0, that is 1 by 3. Probability for x greater than 0, that is a k1 means 1 by 3, and probability for x less than 0, that is also the 1 by 3. Clear? So here we derive one of the answer k1, and now let us predict the remaining answer. Clear? Okay, here probability for x greater than 0, that is 1 by 3. Okay, so here how many values are positive? That is 1, 2, and 3 are the positive value. Okay, non-zero. So here probability for x equal to 1 plus equal to probability for x equal to 2 and equal to 3, they are also in equal form. Okay, तीनों का आंसर एक ही है, they are equality form there. So let us suppose this part is equal to k2. Okay, let us suppose that is equal to k2. We have to predict the k2 as answer of the probability for 1, 2 and 3. So here the addition of this probability, that is probability for x equal to 1 plus x equal to 2 plus x equal to 3, and this all value are greater than equal to 0, means it is a greater than 0. Okay, so here we suppose it is a k2 there, so it is a k2 plus k2 plus k2, that is equal to probability for x greater than 0, because this all value are positive there. So answer of that one, that is equal to probability for x greater than 0. तो यहाँ मैंने प्रूव किया है probability for x greater than 0 क्या है, that is equal to k1, और k1 की वैल्यू क्या है, that is 1/3. ठीक है, so all this value are positive, so that equal to probability for x greater than 0, and that is equal to 1/3. Okay, so 3 times of k2 is equal to 1/3, so we get k2 is equal to 1/9. Okay, so what is the probability for positive answer, positive random variable, that is 1/9. Okay, and similarly for a negative value, okay, which are the negative terms, -2, -1 and -3. So suppose it a k3. Okay, let's suppose this part is equal to k3, and these are the less than 0 value. Okay, addition of this all one, that is equal to probability for less than x less than 0. And what is answer for x less than 0, that is also 1/3. Okay, so k3 plus k3 plus k3 will get a 1/3 that. Okay, and then after final of the k3 value, that you will get a 1/9. Okay, so answer of positive value, answer of negative value, they are equal, because that is given in the condition that answer of all the value except 0. Okay, 0 के अलावा बाकी सबका आंसर एक ही है. ठीक है, and that is equal to 1/9. And what is answer for x equal to 0, that we proved in this first case. Okay, so probability for x equal to 0, that is the 1/3. Okay, so prepare in the table, replace this value, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Probability for -3, that is 1/9, -2, that is also 1/9, -1, that is 1/9. Probability for 0, that is 1/3. For a 1, 2 and 3, that is also 1/3. Okay, so these are the distribution table. And now create fx value. Okay, so answer for -3 is 1/9, so 1/9 is as it is here. Now next will be 1/9 plus 1/9, so it is a 2/9. Now next is a 2/9 plus 1/9, it is 3/9. Okay, 3/9 plus 1/3, that is a 6/9 you will get. Okay, 6/9 plus 1/9, that is 7/9. And after 8/9 and 8/9 plus 1/9, you will get a 1. Okay, the last value should be the 1 here. Okay, so this is the answer of distribution function. Okay, here the solution part is not mentioned in this PPT. Okay, but we can derive by using this way. It's not a difficult, that's very easy there. Okay, so if it is required the solutions, okay, just take this screenshot of this slide for your reference, how we can prepare this table. Okay, how we can derive the distribution value, probability value. This is a procedure to derive it. Is it clear, this example? Any confusion in any step? Yes, all of you are clear this example? There's no any reply. Am I audible? Okay.
Sir, yes, 0 में 6/9 वाला
So the part is complete. Okay, the second part of this unit where we derive the distribution function based on the probability data. Okay, now last topic in this unit, that is the central tendency. Okay, we'll derive the mean, means average, arithmetic mean of the probability distribution data, then after standard deviation, and then after variance. Okay, so it is three formula are there, and based on the formula we can check the answer of mean. Okay, then after standard deviation, and then after variance. Okay, So how we can check the average, okay, of the distribution data where a random variable are given with its probability, okay, in the table. So how we can check its mean, okay. So here, which type of data are given in this example? A distribution table will be there, okay, the values of x with its probability, okay. Here it is the 1 2 3 4 are the random variable with probability 1 by 2 1 by 3 1 by 4 1 by 5, okay. This type of data will be there in this table. And now check the arithmetic mean of this data. So how we can check arithmetic mean? A p of x with the probability mass function, okay, then the mean or the average, that is denoted by mu here, of a discrete random variable x is called the expectation, expected value, okay. The mean of the data, that is called expected value of the given data. So mu of the random variable x is called the expectations, and it is denoted by e of x. So mean is equal to e of x is equal to summation I from 1 to infinity xi into p of xi, and that is simply write sigma x into p of x. So what does it mean? Okay, we'll find the product of random variable with its probability and then find its total. Okay, it is the addition of product of random variable with its probability, means 1 into 1 by 2, okay, plus 2 into 1 by 3 plus 3 into 1 by 4 and so on up to the last term. Find out the total. This total is equal to the mean of the given data. Okay, it is the expected value of the given data, that is denoted by e of x. Okay, sigma x into p of x. And if we have the function that in place of the x random variable, then it is same procedure is that is e of phi of x, and that is equal to sigma phi of x into p of x. Okay, product of function with its probability. It is random variable with its probability. Okay, so find the product of random variable with its probability and find out the total. That is called the mean of the given distribution data. Okay, and after that there are some properties of that mean. Okay, 5 properties are there. First one is k is any constant, then e of k, okay, e of k is equal to the k itself. Okay, e of 2 is equal to 2, e of 5 is equal to 5. Okay, and after e of k into x, that is a k into e of x, you can take k common, and then after find the answer of e of x. Then after e of ax plus or minus b, that is equal to a into e of x plus or minus b. Okay, third one, fourth is for addition, e into e of x plus y, that is same as the e of x plus e of y, provided e of x and e of y exist. Okay, and e of x into y, that is equal to e of x into e of y if x and y are independent. Okay, so these are the some few properties. And these are also very important for short questions as well as for MCQ. Clear? Okay, we can define the answer of e of 2x plus 3. What will be the solution of e of 2x plus 3? There is 2 into e of x plus 3 there. Okay. For example, if e of x of the data, e of x is equal to 5. Okay. So what will be the answer of e of 2x plus 3? Clear? So you just prepare now first of this formula, that is 2 into e of x plus 3, and then after replace a 5 here, 2 into 5 plus 3, and that is equal to 30. Clear? So this type of MCQ can be created from this type of for these properties. Okay, e of k is equal to k itself, e into p of x is equal to k into e of x. Then after third one, we just checked here, addition for any two random variable x and y, then it is same as the e of x plus e of y. Okay, and then after product, it is also exist here, e of x into e of y form. Okay, where x and y should be the independent. So these are the few property of the mean. Next one is there variance. Okay, so what is the variance of the probability distribution data? It is denoted by variance of x. Okay, var of x. Otherwise you can also write a sigma square, and sigma square is equal to the e of x square minus e of x whole square. E of x square, what does it mean? Here e of x square means, okay, we have the formula of e of x. E of x can be write as a sigma x into p of x. There is a formula of e of x. And now what is the formula of e of x square? You just replace x by x square. So it will be sigma x square into p of x. Okay, it is a sigma x square into p of x. So Here we derive the square of the random variable and multiply with its probability, okay, and then find its total, that is called E of x square, okay. And this second part, that is the E of x whole square, that is a mean itself, okay. Just replace answer of mean here and then find its square, that is the answer of that one, and then find the difference of both one, you will get the answer of the variance, okay. And there are also some few properties that the variance of k is equal to 0, okay. Second one, variance of x plus k, that is equal to variance of x, okay. Variance of k into x, k is any constant, then it can be write as a k square into variance of x, and then after variance of ax plus or minus b, ax plus or minus b, 2x plus 5, 3x minus 9, okay. So that can be write as a square into variance of x, okay. We skip the b here, so it is a square, will square the a, okay, coefficient, and multiply by variance, so a square into variance of the x, okay. So this topic of variance. And now third definition is that standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to the a square root of the variance, okay. What is the formula of standard deviation? Square root of the variance means square root of the sigma x square, means E of x square minus E of x whole square, okay. That is the formula of square root, standard deviation, clear. First find the answer of variance and then find out its square root, that you will get answer of standard deviation, okay. So these are called central tendency for the probability distribution data, okay. Mean, what is the formula of mean? That is denoted by E of x. E of x can be defined as a sigma x into P of x, okay. Then after variance, what is the formula of variance? Okay, that is E of x square minus E of x whole square, okay. This is called the variance. And third one is standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to square root of the variance, okay. So this way we'll predict all the answer. First we'll calculate the mean, okay, and then after we'll check the variance, and then after we can check the standard deviation, okay. That is the sequence. And let us use this formula for one of the example to find the for the given probability distribution data, find the U of x, variance of x, E of 2x minus 3, okay, and variance of 2x minus 3, and let us add one more one, find also the standard deviation, okay. So here, if you observe this data, it satisfies the probability function condition, okay, 0.2, 0.1, 0.3, 0.3, 0.1, that you will get one answer, and all the probability are in between 0 to 1, okay. So clearly it is a probability function, okay. Now first we'll check the variance of x, okay. First we'll check the mean and then after variance. So what is the formula of mean? That is sigma x into P of x, okay. This is our mean, sigma x into P of x, clear. So what will be the data of x into P of x? So here product of random variable with its probability. So minus 2 into 0.2 plus minus 1 into 0.1, okay, second term, plus 0 into 0.3, that you will get a 0. So that will be your third term, plus 1 into 1.1 into 1.3, that is 1 into 1.3, 2 into 0.1, okay. So these are this called the sigma x into P of x, okay. And now find the product of each one, okay, and then find the total. So product you will get minus 0.4, okay, first term. Second term you will get minus 0.1. Third term will be 0. Fourth term 1 into 0.3, so it will be 0.3, and 2 into 0.1, that is 0.2, okay. So total of this one you will get a 0, okay. Total of this one you will get a 0, clear. So that is the mean of the given data, clear. And here we just consider the mean in this random variable, okay, average of this random variable. So clearly it is 0, that when we take the addition of this data of x, we'll get answer is 0, okay. So with it probability we also consider that. So here we get answer is a 0, okay. So E of x is equal to a 0. Now second one, it is a variance of the x. So what is the formula of variance? Okay, that is a E of x square minus E of x whole square, okay. So here we already derive U of x answer. U of x is equal to 0 we have, okay. So second part is already we have derived, okay. Now first part is there, E of x whole square, sorry, E of x square. So what does it mean? Okay, that is sigma x square into p of x. Okay, the first term it can be write as a sigma x square into p of x, and second term as it is here. Okay, because इसका आंसर हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है, ठीक है, that we already derived here. So here let us calculate the part. So sigma x square into p of x. So what does it mean? Okay, here we consider square of the random variable. Okay, square of the random variable and then multiply with its probability. ठीक है, पहले random variable का square करना है और बाद में उसकी probability के साथ multiply करना है. ठीक है, so -2 square, that is a 4 into 0.2, -1 square into 0.1. Okay, 0 square into 0.3 and 1 square into 0.3, 2 square into 0.1. Okay, so that you will get 4 into 0.2 plus 1 into 0.1 plus 0 plus 1 into 0.3 and plus last term, that is a 4 into 0.1. ठीक है, स्क्वायर करके फिर से मल्टीप्लाई करना. ठीक है, and minus e of x square, that we have here 0 square. Okay, that we have here 0 square. And now find the total. Okay, and then after subtract from the 0, so you will get answer of 1.6. Okay, total of that one, product पहले करना है, then after find the total, so we will get answer of 1.6. Okay, so that is called the variance of the given data. Clear? And now for standard deviations, we'll use the answer of variance and we'll consider its square root. So square root of variance of x, that is equal to square root of 1.6. Okay, and what is the square root of 1.6? It is equal to 1.2649. Okay, so that is called standard deviation, 1.2649. Okay, square root of the variance answer, so that is the 1.2649 you will get. Okay, remaining two part, that is e of 2x minus 3 and variance of 2x minus 3. So what does it mean? E of 2x minus 3 means, what is the formula of e of ax plus b? E of ax plus b, that is equal to, we have plus or minus b, let us take a into e of x plus or minus b. Okay, that is the rule of e of ax plus b. So in place of ax plus b, here it is a 2x minus 3. So is equal to 2 into e of x minus 3. Okay, a equal to 2 है, b equal to 3 है. So it is a 2 into e of x minus 3. What is answer of e of x? That is equal to 0. So it is a 2 into 0 minus 3, and that is equal to a minus 3. Correct? That is answer of third one. And then after fourth one, it is variance of 2x minus 3. So what is the formula of variance of 2x minus 3? We have variance of ax plus or minus b, so that it will work as a s square variance of x. Okay, that is the rule for the variance of ax plus b. So is equal to s square variance of x, and that is equal to 2 square variance of x. Okay, so that is equal to, what is answer of variance of x? That is a 4.6. Clear? That is answer is a 4.6, and the total is equal to, final answer is equal to 6.4. Okay, you will get answer 6.4. Correct? So this way we can check this both remaining part. Okay, e of ax plus b, and second is variance of ax plus b. Okay, based on the answer of e of x as well as the variance of x. Clear? Is it clear, this example? Any confusion in any step? All of you have cleared this example? Okay, it's not very difficult, it's very easy. Let's we apply the data only there. Okay, as per the formula. Now second one, find the expected demand. Okay, expected value, expectation. So what is meaning of expectation? That is called e of x. Clear? So here first find e of x, and then after find the variance. Okay, and we'll also calculate standard deviation. So for the following data is given that as a monthly demand of the product is known to have the following probability distribution, and find the expected demand of the product. Expected demand of the product means E of X, mean, okay? And also compute the variance. So here values of X with its probability is given, okay, in this table. So first write solutions of E of X. E of X can be write as a sigma X into P of X, okay? So random variable with its probability का पहले product करना है, then find it total, okay? So it is 1 into 0.08 plus 2 into 0.12 plus 3 into 0.19, okay? 4 into 0.24 up to the last one, 8 into 0.04, okay? Product it and find it total. So you will get answer. Product of each one, that you will get 0.08, 0.24, 0.57, okay? Up to the last one is 0.32. And then find it total, you will get a 4.06, okay? That is the mean of the given data, okay? Expected demand of the given product, okay? That is a 4.06. And now for variance, the formula of variance is equal to E of X square minus E of X whole square, okay? There is a formula of variance, E of X square minus E of X whole square, and that is a sigma X square into P of X minus E of X whole square, okay? What is the answer of E of X that we already derive here? That is equal to 4.06, okay? That is E of X. And now sigma X square into P of X. So in that case, we'll consider a square of the random variable, okay? 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, up to 8 square, and then after we'll multiply with its probability. That is called sigma X square into P of X. So 1 square is a 1, 2 square will be 4, 3 square is a 9, okay? 4 square is 16, 25, 36, 49, and 64. Find out its product, okay? And then subtract from 4.06 whole square. 4.06 whole square, subtract it from 4.06 whole square. So after simplified, okay, the final answer of the both the part, okay, final answer you will get a 3.21, okay? That is answer of the variance, clear, of the given data. And now check the standard deviation. So what is the formula of standard deviation? That is equal to square root of the variance of X, square root of variance of X. So that equal to square root of 3.21, and now take the square root of 3.21, okay? So that is easy. Just put 3.21 in calculator and find out its square root. So that is 1.7916, okay? So that is your answer of standard deviation. Clear? So that is second example, okay? Data are already given there, and as per the data we just replace in the formula, okay? And then after simplify, that is the answer of variance, standard deviation. And then after third one, that is for your practice part, okay? Data is already given. Find the E of X, variance of X, E of 3X plus 3, variance of 2X minus 4, and standard deviation, okay? That part you have to calculate. So table is given as a 1 versus 1 by 36, 2 by 36, 5 by 36, up to the 11 by 36, okay? This data are given. So find the E of X, okay? Then after variance of X, and then after calculate the standard deviation. That part is for your homework. So let's calculate U of X and variance of X, and remaining part you just write, okay? So U of X, that is a sigma X into P of X, that formula will work here, okay? So 1 into 1 by 36, 2 into 2 by 36, up to the 6 into 11 by 36, okay? So you can also write a decimal form answer here, okay? You can convert this value to the decimal form, and then you will get additions of all this value, and that is also your answer, okay? But here 36 will consider as a LCM. In that case, multiply 1 with 1, 2 with 2, 3 with 5, 4 with 7, 5 with 9, and 6 with 11. So that you will get 1, 4, 15, 28, 45, and 66. Okay. And now find the total. So total you will get 159 by 36. Okay. 159 by 36 the total. And now check the decimal form answer of that one. That you will get 4.4167. Okay. 159 divided by 36. that you will get 44167. Okay, and now second part is their variance. So e of x square minus e of x whole square. Okay, so e of x square means a square of the variable, then after multiply with its probability. Okay, so square of the variable, that is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and the 6. Clear? And then after we'll multiply with its probability, means multiply with 1, 2, 5, 7, 9 and 11. Denominator as it is there, 36. Okay, so we'll get 1, 8, 45, 112, 225 and 396. X square with it p of x. Okay, minus e of x whole square. And then after total of the first part, that you will get 787 divided by 36 minus square of this one, that is 4.4167. Okay, 4.4167, and that you will get here. Final answer is 2.3527. That is the variance of x. Okay, and now all of you please check the standard deviation, e of 3x plus 3 and variance of 2x minus 4. Yes, what is answer of standard deviation? Yes, how many of you have calculator? What is answer of standard deviation? Variance you got 2.3527. Yes, is it difficult? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, 1.533. That is the square root of 2.3527. 2.3527. That is 1.533. Okay, and second is there e of 3x plus 3. So what does it mean? It is a 3 of ex plus 3. Okay, and what is the variance of 2x minus 4? It can be write as a 2 square variance of x. Okay, coefficient of x, that is a 2 here, so it is a 2 square variance of the x. Okay, that is for your homework, and you can easily check it right now also. Okay, 3 of ex plus 3, 3 into 4.4167 plus 3, so that is you will get 16.250. Okay, and what is answer of second one? That is a 2 square, means a 4 into variance of x, 4 into 2.3527. So that is a 9.41080. Okay, so that part you will get as answer. And remaining 2 to 3 example are given in the assignment. Okay, assignment 5. Clear? So all of you start assignment 5 also. And that is the last topic of this unit. Okay, simple unit is there. Okay, not a difficult. It's very easy. Okay, 3 formula are worked here. Okay, first is the random variable part. In the second case, we just introduce distribution table with a probability. Okay, and we just check the probability function or not, and it's some various example. And in third case, distribution function fx, and at last there is a central tendency part, mean, variance and the standard deviation. Okay, so is there any confusion to anyone in any of the topic of this unit? Yes, is there any confusion to anyone in any of the topic is this unit? Okay, and now most of you have, I think, submitted up to the assignment 4. Okay, in Google Classroom, assignment 1, 2, 3 and 4, and assignment of 5 is also there in this data. Okay, so this is for your practice. Clear? Also solve the assignment 5. Clear? and keep record with you. It is not compulsory that you have to assignment 5 also in Google Classroom, but it is also very important to solve all the example, okay, of assignment 5. Clear? But it is compulsory to all the complete up to the assignment 4. Clear? Up to the assignment 4 means assignment of correlation and regression concept. Clear? So how many of you remaining, those who have not uploaded assignment 4? सभी ने अपलोड कर दिया असाइनमेंट 4? So in assignment 4 are only 6 to 7 example are there, not much example are given, okay, so that we can easily finish, okay, within the 1.5 hour. Clear? So complete it today, okay, and upload it in Google Classroom, okay, and it is compulsory to all to complete 4 assignment. Clear? And assignment 5, it is also very important to solve it, clear, by yourself of this unit. Okay. So it is the end of this unit. Clear? And here it is the part we discuss in this event class. Okay, meet to syllabus that is given here. Okay, unit 1 and 2. Okay, this unit number 3 will not be there in meet 2, but all the unit will be there in the final exam. Clear?
Sir, કેટલા units
So
બાકી?
today all of you finish the up to the assignment 4. Okay, I think most of you
Sir.
upload the 3 assignment, but assignment 4 is pending for I think 15 to 20 students. So complete assignment 4 and upload it by today itself. Okay.
Sir.
And now last unit of syllabus, that is a very small unit. Okay, that is error analysis part. Clear? 1 or 2 definition are there, and with 3 formula types of the error. Okay, and its related example. Okay, check absolute error, relative error, percentage error, and so on. So let us discuss the definition of error. Okay, what does it mean? And then after we'll check its some of the example. Okay, simple example, and then its types of the error. Okay, so error analysis unit number 4. What is meaning of error? So in any measurement that you take, it's just an approximation. Okay, approximate value. Sometimes we consider only approximate answer, except the true answer. Okay, so 100% accuracy is not possible in some experiment. 100% accurate answer is not possible, that we just consider approximate value as answer. So if you measure the same object 2 different type, okay, 2 different times, the 2 measurement may not be exactly same. Here 2 measurement may not exactly same. So the difference between the 2 measurement is called a variance, variations in this measurement. Okay, difference between these 2 answer, that is called the variations in this experiment. And this variation introduce an unwanted but an unavoidable uncertainty in our measurement. Okay, and that uncertainty is called the error in the measurement. Okay, uncertainty is called the in this measurement. Okay, so this is called the error. Okay, here we consider approximate answer. Okay, sometimes it is not possible to derive the exact answer there. Okay, so there is a difference between exact answer minus approximate answer. Okay, difference between exact answer minus approximate answer, that is called the error. Okay, how we can check the error? To derive the error. Okay, if you know the exact answer, that part we discuss in this numerical concept. That okay, because in numerical part we can derive only the approximate answer. So if you know the exact answer of any function, okay, derivative, integration, if you know the answer of any function, then we can check, we can find the error that, okay, in interpolation method, in roots of equation method, Clear? And we derive any answer by using roots of equation method, interpolation method. Okay, which type of error that answer is involved, that okay, how many error that is lies in this answer, so that we can check if you know the true answer, if you know the exact answer. So that is called the error. This error should not be confused with a mistake. Okay, it is not a mistake. That error, unlike mistake, does not mean this you got the wrong answer. It is not a wrong answer. That is approximate answer of the data. That it just mean you didn't get close to the true value as possible. Okay, that is closer to the true value as possible. And the error is in measurement is a mathematical way to show the uncertainty in the measurement. Okay, and it is a difference between the result of measurement. Result of measurement means approximate answer, and the true value of what you are measuring. Okay, so it is a difference between exact answer means a true answer minus approximate answer. So that is called the error. Okay, and next is there a significant digit. Okay, what is meaning of significant digit? It's also very easy part there, and I think you already learn in this school level also. Significant figure. Okay, significant digits. What does it mean? A significant digit of a number are okay, a digit that carry meaning the contributing to its measurement resolution. And there are some properties, some rules are there, and as per the rules we can predict the significant digit, okay, in the given number. So what does it mean? First rule is there, all the non-zero digit are considered a significant non-zero digit. Okay, non-zero digit considered as a significant digit. For example, 81, 93, 25, it is a two significant digit. Okay, 135 it is a three significant digit, 125 is a four significant digit. Okay, and so on. So 135.76 is a five significant digit. It should be non-zero that. Okay, first element should be non-zero that, and some condition are also there. If you write 093, okay, then it is not a three significant digit. Okay, it should be the non-zero that. Okay, it should be non-zero element. First entry should be the non-zero. Okay, so Rahul, you can left the session. Rahul, am I audible? Rahul, am I audible? Rahul, okay. So 135.76 as a significant figure. Okay, five significant digit, clear. And if you write a 093, so it not say that it is a three significant digit there. Okay, for example, 095, it is not a three significant digit, it's only two significant digit there. But if you write 105, okay, if you write 903, then it has a three significant digit there. Okay, it has a three significant digit. The numbers zero should be in between two non-zero numbers, then that will be count. Okay, if it is a starting entry as a zero, okay, starting number is zero there, then it will be not count as a significant digit. Okay, so all zeros between two non-zero digit are significant. All zeros between two non-zero are the significant, that we can consider as a count. Okay, so some example are given. 205.1308. How many significant digit are there? All the zero will now carry. Okay, we'll consider as a significant digit because it in between two non-zero entry. So they are seven digit. Okay, seven significant digit. Second one, 0.001753. 0.001753. How many significant digit are there? Starting value, these are the zero. Okay, and after this zero, this four number are non-zero. Okay, so zero will not count as a significant digit if it is a starting number, starting digit. Okay, so 1753 are the only non-zero number, so there are four significant digit. Okay, 0.025368. So how many digit are significant? There are six. Okay, 0.203562. So this zero are in between 2 and 3, so that will be count. Okay, a significant digit, and this is not count as a digit. Okay, so 203562, there are six digits as a significant number. Okay, so what is the answer of this one? 0.21352. How many significant digits are there? Zero point 21352. How many significant digits are there? Yes, 5. Correct. Okay. Then after 2 point, let us write 20.3562. How many significant digits are here? 20.3562. 20.3562. 20.3562. It is a 6, correct? Okay. A 0 will consider here, okay, because in between 2 and 3 also. So 20.3562 is the significant digit, okay, 6 significant digits. And trailing the 0 in number are also significant, okay, means the last digit. If it is a 0 there and starting value is a non-zero, then we can count as a significant number, okay. This is one of the example is given here. 13.43 times 0. 13.4000. Okay, so how many significant digit here? These 30 are repeating after the non-zero number. Okay, so this 0 are known as a trailing zeros. Okay, so how many significant digit are there? There are 6 significant digit. Okay, there are 6 significant digit. Okay, in that case, clear? If you consider here 130, so how many significant digit are there? 3. Okay, but if I write a 013, so how many significant digit will be there? 2. Okay, here it is a 3 there, here it is a 2. Clear? If you write 103, then how many significant digit will be there? That is the 3 also. Clear? So this way we can check the answer of significant digit. Yes. Is there any confusion in to check the significant number to anyone? Those who joined before the 2 minute, okay, please leave the session. Otherwise, I'll repeat the name of that student. Those who joined before the 2 minute, leave the session immediately.
Sir.
Okay. Is it clear the concept of significant number? Have you any doubt in any example?
Sir.
Yes. Anyone have doubt? स्टार्टिंग में अगर 0 है तो काउंट नहीं करना है, ठीक है. अगर इन बिटवीन 0 है, आफ्टर 0 है, तो दैट विल बी काउंट एज अ नंबर.
सर पॉइंट के पहले अगर एक नंबर है और पॉइंट के बाद 0 से स्टार्ट होता है तो?
यस प्लीज. यस, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन?
सर देखिए ऐसे आगे 4 हो और फिर पॉइंट के बाद 0 से स्टार्ट होता है तो?
लेट अस राइट हियर 4 एंड
पॉइंट 0 से फिर 1 2 3 ऐसा कुछ लिख.
1 2 3 ऐसा. So that both the 0 will consider as a count, a significant digit. Okay. So what is the answer of this one? That is equal to 6.
Okay.
Okay, but if I remove the 4 here, suppose यहाँ से मैं 4 remove कर देता हूँ, now I write 0.00123, so that will consider as a 3 significant digit. Clear? But in place of 0, if I write 40.00123, so that now change. Okay, that is 7. Okay, that is a 7 significant digit in that case. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Now next is the round of value. It's also very simple definition. Let's complete it and then we'll conclude today's session. Round of value, okay? Round off means a number is made simpler by keeping its value intact, but closer to the next number. It is done for all the number, okay, and for decimal at various places of the 100, tens, tenth, etc. Rounding of number is done to the preserve the significant figure. Okay. So here one of the example is given that rounding of the following number up to the 4 significant digit. ठीक है, काफी सारे डिजिट है उसमें, बस उसको आपको 4 डिजिट तक मैप करना है. ठीक है, 4 सिग्निफिकेंट डिजिट तक उसको कंसीडर करना है. ठीक है, तो वन ऑफ द कंडीशन इज ऑल्सो वी कंसीडर हियर के अप टू द 4 डिजिट अगर नेक्स्ट डिजिट नेक्स्ट जो नॉन जीरो नंबर है इफ इट इज ग्रेटर देन 5. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट नंबर इफ इट इज ग्रेटर देन 5 तो विल एड +1 टू द प्रीवियस एंट्री. ओके, मींस इन द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल here it is a 2.36345. okay, so up to the 4 digit consider करना है, up to the 4 significant digit. तो 2 भी consider होगा इसमें, so 2363 that is up to the 4 significant digit. ठीक है, so that part, okay, this answer, okay, this number will convert to the 4 significant digit, that is a 2.363. 2.363. what is the data is that 2.36345. clear? After 3, that is a 4 year, it is not a greater than 5, so we'll keep 3 as it is there. Okay, if in place of 45 if I consider 54 year, okay, if I consider 54, so now after the 3 that is a greater than or equal to 5. okay, up to the 4 digit, after the 3 it is greater than or equal to 5, so here we change this 3 as a 4, we'll add a +1 to this previous number. okay, so 3 will convert to the 4. okay, in that case we'll get answer 2.364. now second one, 0.34176. so round off it up to the 4 significant digit. so 0.34176, 0.34, so 0 तो काउंट नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये स्टार्टिंग नंबर है. so 3417 that are the 4 digit, or after the 7 6 is there, it is greater than or equal to 5, so we'll add a +1 to this number, okay, to the 7, so it will convert to the 8, so it is a 3.3418. okay, then after 3.40087, 3.40087, so up to the 4 digit it considered as a 3.40, and after 0 that is a 8 is here. okay, so we'll add a +1 to the 0, so it convert to the 401. and last one, 0.000143479. so 4 significant digit means this 0 will not count as a 4 significant digit. okay, after 0 which entry are there? 143 1434. so 4 के बाद क्या है? that is a 7 year, so we'll add a +1 to the 4, so it convert to the 1435. so it is for 4 significant digit. okay, this is called round off value. and that okay, so next lecture will be our last lecture. okay, and we'll finish our syllabus in the last next lecture. clear? and types of error and its 3 to 4 example are remaining, so
Hello,
that will
sir.
finish in the next lecture. clear? We'll keep up to this in today's lecture. And those who have not upload the assignment, again I repeat that those who not upload assignment,